Going by your argument, Mheshimiwa, of rural-urban migration,
yes,
isn't it then more prudent
yes.
to have subsidized rent rather than owning that apartment? Because if that trend continues over 30 years, like you mentioned,
yes,
then it's going to be counterproductive, because essentially what you're saying is that you have to build every other time, because when someone owns the apartment, they can sell it for whatever price that they want. Isn't it better then to have subsidized rent, which is more sustainable in the long run?
Yes, it is that thinking, and given that you and I come from Nyanza and Western respectively, that mentality of paying rent, which has become a norm to the ordinary Muluya, to the ordinary Luo, is because, you know, at the end of the day, you will eventually retire back in Nyanza. And similarly, I'll retire back in Nairobi. But urbanization means you've moved out, never to come back again. Let me give you an example of Kisses, who are slightly different from the Luos. You come from the same region. Because Kisses, there is no land worth talking about in Kisii. When Kisses move into Nairobi, they'll keep on hustling until they buy this little plot, be it in Ongata Rongai or other peri-urban areas, because they know after retirement, they'll not go back. So we want to end this struggle by hustlers, so that the only people who own homes are not the children from the privileged. My children will have no problem, because I already have a house in Nairobi, okay? We are talking about the children of the hustlers. And the people who are shouting, they are not those people who need houses. The people who are shouting are the Azimio leaders who have houses. Given a chance, if you ask half of the crowd in Kamukunji, which they are addressing, do you want to own a house in Nairobi or you don't? The answer will be, I want to own. The next question he'll ask you, how do I go about it? When you roll this program, they will accept it on only one proviso, that you answer the concern which I share with them. I share the concerns with the majority of Kenyans that funds, national funds, have not been managed successfully historically in this country. So the fear we are having is that the housing fund can also get abused. Okay? So we have to make sure that the integrity of the process is guaranteed, governance issues are addressed, and then people will actually give money. Who would refuse buying a house for 3 million, the way we have estimated? The same house they would have had to buy for 11 million. And who cares if it will take 25, 30 years before the house is legally yours? Because you can go ahead and die, and your children will inherit the money and will complete the payment. Why not? Who says, with such a low attractive payments, that children who succeed their parents will not be in a position to offset what is due?
Okay.
It doesn't bother me at all. This is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And I want to encourage Kenyans to stop listening to leaders who do not want them to have good homes in Nairobi, in Nakuru, in Mombasa, in Kakamega, everywhere.